The word Advent derives from the Latin meaning coming or arrival, and refers to the season of joyful longing set apart by the Church to prepare spiritually before Christmastide, which celebrates the humble yet glorious first entrance of Jesus Christ, God incarnate, into our world as a little child. For this reason, the Church invites the faithful to recall the anticipation and hope experienced by the saints and prophets of old, especially through the eyes of Mary, who trusted and marveled in God's fulfilled promise to bring salvation to the world. He has helped his servant Israel in remembrance of his mercy, according to the promise he made to our ancestors, to Abraham and to his descendants forever. Advent can also serve as a time for deeper reflection on the abiding mystical union between Christ and his Church, especially in the continuing gift of his physical and divine presence with us in the Holy Eucharist. The Catechism, in quoting an ancient antiphon, thus summarizes the great mystery of Christ's life, which unites heaven to earth. O marvelous exchange! Man's Creator has become man. Born of the Virgin, we have been made sharers in the divinity of Christ, who humbled himself to share in our humanity. Ancient French tradition also influenced the Roman diocese to adopt a forward look during Advent, to remind the faithful to renew their hope and vigilance in awaiting Christ's second coming at the end of time, when the Church will see him as he is in glory. For this reason, the initial Advent lectionary readings, especially in the Latin Church, direct our ears to the voice of the prophet John the Baptist, who welcomed Christ even from his mother's womb, and inaugurated the gospel message. The Catechism recalls the forerunner's humility. The Church unites herself to his desire. He must increase, but I must decrease. The Church thus defines Advent's twofold purpose for the Christian faithful. When the Church celebrates the liturgy of Advent each year, she makes present this ancient expectancy of the Messiah, for by sharing in the long preparation for the Savior's first coming, the faithful renew their ardent desire for his second coming. Advent evolved gradually, and still varies in custom within the one Catholic Church. The origin of the season probably finds roots in the ancient practice of catechumens fasting to prepare to receive baptism at Theophany, which celebrates the Lord's baptism on January 6th. By the 6th century, local councils decreed a light fast for all Christians beginning November 11th, St. Martin's Day, and ending December 24th. And popes such as St. Gregory the Great, who composed Advent antiphons and prayers, and St. Gregory VII, who reduced the number of Sundays to the current 4 for the Roman Rite, added more structure and liturgical ceremony for the whole Church. Since the 900s, the first Sunday of Advent, beginning nearest the feast of St. Andrew on November 30th, has signaled the beginning of the Western Church's new liturgical year. Also by the turn of the first millennium, most Eastern churches decreed that the light fast preceding December 25th should begin November 15th, to allot 40 days, a common length for periods of preparation and purification. Byzantine Catholics and most Orthodox, with the exception of the Melkites who begin the fast December 10th, still follow this custom, with a focus on readying oneself to celebrate the glory of the Word become flesh. Unique among apostolic churches today is the Maronite Catholic tradition, which celebrates its pre-nativity season of happy announcements over the course of 6 Sundays, with readings for worship focusing on a chronological unfolding of events from the Bible's infancy narratives, leading up to the nativity and childhood of Christ. Canon law and the general norms for the Roman calendar do not list Advent as a penitential season, but rather describe it as a period for devout and joyful expectation. Yet this season of patient hope, as with any time of the church year, does call us to deeper conversion, intense prayer, and charitable almsgiving offered in thanksgiving for the great spiritual inheritance Christ our King and Redeemer has bestowed on us. For, though he was rich, yet for your sake he became poor, so that you, through his poverty, might become rich. The most recognized Western tradition that gives character and expression to the pre-nativity season is the Advent Wreath, which contains 3 violet or purple candles, corresponding to the first, second, and fourth Sundays of Advent, and 1 rose-colored, for the third Sunday Gaudete, which means rejoice, since it marks the halfway point in the spiritual journey towards Bethlehem. For Advent, the liturgical color violet represents penance and royal power, and can also, along with the lighting of each candle, signify the veil that was gradually removed by the Father to finally reveal the visible Christ, the light who scatters the darkness and offers everlasting life through his Spirit, the grace of which is symbolized in the ring of evergreen. The Catechism once again offers the key to understanding the mysteries of faith celebrated during the Advent and Christmas seasons. To become a child in relation to God is the condition for entering the kingdom. For this, we must humble ourselves and become little. Even more, to become children of God, we must be born from above, or born of God. Only when Christ is formed in us will the mystery of Christmas be fulfilled in us. Christmas is the mystery of this marvelous exchange.